48 Laws of Power by Robert Greene. Let's look at law number 3, which says, conceal your intentions. Keep your intentions a secret. Law number 1 and 2 has already been uploaded and you can find them in the playlist. Also, if you are new to this channel, please subscribe to the channel and hit the like button. Also, keep your notification on and push the notification bell in order to receive the notification of the latest uploaded video on this channel. Also, we conduct daily stock market analysis of Indian stock market. You can even watch them. Let's come back to the stories. First story is of Bismarck. Here, Bismarck is giving his most famous blood and iron speech while the king is seated behind. King Frederick William was very pressurized and was very reluctant to appoint Bismarck as the Prime Minister or as the Chancellor. Bismarck gave the speech of blood and iron, and whole Prussian Empire was very much optimistic that Bismarck will ruin the economy by waging unwanted wars with the neighboring countries, especially Austria, for which Bismarck has already said that Austria is the biggest enemy of Prussian Empire. But after coming to the post of Chancellor, Bismarck never said nor ever showed any kind of favoritism towards war. Rather, he kept focus on economy and building his very downtrodden army. He focused heavily on the economic affairs. People were very skeptical of these moves of Bismarck. There came an opportunity when it was very favorable for Austria to attack on Prussia. Even Prussian king was ready to go on war with Austria. But as a chancellor, Bismarck avoided to go for war. Rather, he proposed to have a hand of friendship with Austria. This event shocked many people among the royalty in the Prussian Empire. Later on, Bismarck waged a war against Denmark for the regions of Holstein and Schleswig. He asked Austria to help and retain Schleswig in the token of friendship. Combinedly, Prussian and Austrian forces defeated Denmark and forcefully captured these two regions. Like that, Bismarck later on captured many small territories in the neighboring countries, except going for war with Austria. So, this was a tactical approach by Bismarck. By all this, he just kept the morale of common Prussian Empire up. He was continuously waging these small wars to raise the morale and uplift the sense of nationality or the German nationality in the common people and the army. Later on, Bismarck fulfilled his dream by waging a war against Austria and defeated Austria very badly. This crushed the Austrian Empire and later on it was never been able to recover fully. Bismarck, like that, created a united German empire and crowned the emperor as Kaiser William. This was his real intention of creating a united Germany headed by Kaiser William or the Prussian Empire. Next story is from Ethiopia. This is Selassie. Selassie was a warlord. During that time, there were many warlords in Ethiopia fighting amongst themselves for very small piece of land. Selassie, one by one, tackled all the warlords and forced them to subjugate. Slowly, all the warlords started ruling under him, and he became a kind of emperor of Ethiopia. But one warlord by name Balcha refused to bow to him. So Selassie invited him to come for a feast. Balcha knew that this was a tactical approach by all the warlords to kill the opposition or the enemy warlords. Balcha proposed to come only when the king or Selassie allows around 600 armed soldiers along with Balcha. Balcha thought that the Selassie will refuse to such request, but rather Selassie accepted the request and was very pleased and sent a note that he will be very much pleased to serve all the 600 soldiers. Balcha visited the venue and Selassie himself took him to the feast table. Balcha was very skeptical and was eating only when he saw king was eating. He drank only when he saw the king drank. Later on, Selassie told his soldiers to leave the room. Balcha said that I don't know how and when you are going to strike me or kill me, but I want to warn you that I have a many more large army stationed outside your empire between the mountains. Selassie laughed and he said, I don't want to kill you, don't worry. You are very much secure here. You can enjoy the feast and leave the room as and when you please. Balcha enjoyed the feast and left for the mountains. He expected to have his soldiers waiting, but rather there were no soldiers standing. Actually, Selassie had, while Balcha was in the feast, sent his own army between the mountains along with huge sacks of gold coins. Here, the armed forces of Balcha took the money and left the ground. This is how Selassie bought all the soldiers of Balcha without draining single blood. Later on, Balcha, after some light skirmishes, subjugated to Selassie. This is how Selassie concealed his intention and became the emperor of Ethiopia. Lastly, I would like to share one more story. This is from Mahabharata. During the war of Mahabharata, Ghatotkacha, the son of Bhim, came to the battlefield. He was a monster, a demon, a giant demon. So nobody could fight with that demon. Then Duryodhana asked Karna that, Karna, you have a Shakti Ban with you. Shakti Ban was an arrow which could kill anyone if And when Karna sends it to the target, he asked Karna to kill the demon through that Shaktivan. Karna was keeping this mind for killing Arjun. And Sri Krishna knew that. Ultimately, Karna has to bow down to the request of Duryodhana, and he killed the demon with his Shaktivan. This was all plan of Sri Krishna, who devised this scheme of things in order to get rid of the danger of killing Arjun. So, he played this a kind of prank in which the enemy was diverted to some other targets while the main target got secured. Lastly, this is the book of which we are talking, 28 Laws of Power by Robert Greene. You have to read it, assimilate it, and I will meet you in the next video. Bye.